Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, if you guys don't know, the biggest robotic event is about to happen, and we're going to talk about how this is going to affect two projects that are partnered with it and also partnered with each other, right? This is something very big, and you guys already watching this channel should already know the projects we're going to be talking about, but let's get right into it, guys. So in about a week, or this week here at the time this video comes out, the Unitree IPO will have happened, and the IPO price is at $9 billion evaluation. This is pretty much the biggest robotic event that is happening. The last time we had RoboStrategy do their IPO, but essentially we didn't have access or see how these other robotics that they invested into IPO is going, and this is the first play that is going to be doing an IPO. This is one of those most sought after humanoid robotic companies out there that has been building for quite some time, and they're actually plugged in with the crypto space. Now, at the speed that these guys have been shipping right now, the total units produced and offline cumulative has been approximately 18,000 bionic bipedal humanoid count, right? This is their humanoids that have been shipped. 18,000 has been shipped, right? Of course, it's a low number, but there's more that is going to continue to happen. And seeing how these guys also have partnered Eastworld, which is a division of not Robinhood, sorry. I'm so bullish on Robinhood, I'm thinking about it, but it is a division of Virtuals, right? This is pretty big here. Eastworld and Unitree have officially partnered to scale the deployment of embodied AI. As Unitree's official data and deployment partner, we will combine our data infrastructure and deployment capabilities and regional footprint with Unitree's leading robotics platform. This is huge, guys. This is honestly big, because not only is Unitree about to do an IPO, but there's a big connection between Unitree and Virtuals and crypto as a whole. This is basically the convergence of crypto and AI happening in real time, right? Also, this new tweet came out. Lab update: 200 hours of humanoid teleoperation per week, now the largest source of Unitree's G1 data outside of China, right? So these guys, Eastworld, the division of Virtuals, is now the largest source of Unitree's data, teleoperation data, right? This is the big bottleneck I told you guys, which was the training data for robotics, training data for humanoids, which is your visual data, things like that. Because if they're going to be in a physical space, they need to know how we interact with the physical space so they can better learn as well. And as you guys can see, Virtuals even highlights this. On their weekly update post, right, you can see our robotics division, Eastworld, became Unitree's official data and deployment partner and the largest source of Unitree G1 data outside of China, averaging 200 hours of humanoid teleoperation data per week. They also welcomed Zith, I don't even know how to say that, H1, a new fleet purpose built for teleoperation data collection in hospitality, working towards humanoid that can operate autonomously in these environments. Also, they talked a little bit more about some other robotic plays in their ecosystem, being Strike Robot, which was accepted into AWS Cloud Global Startup Program. That's huge. That is my low cap robotic play that I'm pretty interested in, right? So meeting its institutional funding requirement with capital raised from through ACF alone. Then Ex Machina Deus, right? Deus closed its first Ex Deus staking program and opened program 2 at 1 million more Deus over 90 days. So there's a staking program for Deus that you guys can participate in. And also, if you guys don't know, essentially they had this little video here, a little live demonstration. It was a live podcast, I think, with Eastworld and RoboStrategy. If you guys don't know, the person that founded RoboStrategy is a crypto person, right? So he went into RoboStrategy to invest into the robotics that is coming out. There's a lot of he has a lot of videos. I think his name is Andrew Kane, if I'm not mistaken. Now you guys can see where I'm going with all of this. This is all trickling down to how these two projects are going to be big players for robotics, right? Robots running on Peaq OS just joined Virtual's agent economy. Virtual agent pairing is now live with Peaq. On Peaq, any machine running Peaq OS can be paired with an agent that shops on its behalf, paying anything sold via the agent commerce protocol. So PEAQ OS provides machine identity, wallets, and market access, while Virtual provides the agent and commerce layer. So you can see how these two projects, this is the three pillar I'm looking at right now. Unitree is going to be the traditional, obviously the company outside of crypto that's going to be connecting crypto into robotics, right? Through Virtuals and PEAQ. This is huge, guys. Then you might have noticed, I don't know if you guys paid attention, but Unitree is going public. This is what PEAQ put out. It's time for their robots to do business. The PEAQ OS Unitree app makes it possible. So they have a Unitree app, guys. PEAQ OS app. So PEAQ OS for Unitree gives a G1 eDO or eDO plus three things: a verifiable PEAQ OS identity, not just an IP address, live health and status reporting to PEAQ OS, service discovery, which is through Virtuals with the partnership with Virtuals, right? The robots can ask the network which providers can turn a place into coordinates and get ranked answers back. Guys, if you guys are not paying attention and seeing what's happening right now, this is even making me more bullish on Virtuals going forward, right? But you guys already know how bullish I am on PEAQ as a whole. Woon actually gave a simple reason onto why you should be bullish on this. Woon is the AI, the PEAQ AI agent. They call him like the social media manager or something like that. But you guys can, this is also a micro cap that you guys can play on. So once PEAQ starts to run, you guys can also play into Woon, or you can play into robot money, right? Unitree lists on an exchange. Their robot list their services on chain. One raises capital, the other starts earning it. PEAQ OS handles the paperwork, guys. This is huge. For those that were, that keep calling PEAQ a scam, you guys are not paying attention to the details on what is happening within this ecosystem, and you guys will get left behind seeing one of the biggest robotics plays at such a cheap price. And before we even go looking into these prices, I would like to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We on the road to 30k subscribers. If you guys would like to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down here, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask, how does that Patreon group works? As you guys know, we have been getting into some bangers of plays, right? And that's not the only thing that is provided with the Patreon group. We also give you guys the biggest and best crypto central intelligence platform that you guys will need, from the bear market to the bull market to the bull market to the bear market. And you can see on this post everything that this platform brings you for you guys to track and get ahead of this market here. You can watch the video that I'll leave in the cards up top for you guys to check it out. Not only that, if you guys wanted to sign up via Patreon, you guys can use Aside 2026 to get 40% off your first month, meaning you're only paying $12 to test out the HQ and to test out the entire community, see if it's for you. But if you guys don't want to sign up via Patreon, we have another venue for you as well. You guys can sign up for the HQ directly on the website and get a 1 full day free trial of the entire tool. See why it will be beneficial for you guys, because I promise once you start testing it, you will love it, right? Let's get into the video. So I asked Aside pretty much the connection between the three, and it pointed out essentially, if you guys didn't remember, they had a demo of them using all three, guys. All three of them working in conjunction, right? So the demo uses Unitree G1 Humanoid, right? Which essentially is using an AI agent, right? And PEAQ, right? So basically it did a little settlement on base scan verifiable. It's not vaporware. This was all working between the three, Unitree, PEAQ, and Virtuals, right? So why this matters is because it's a proof of concept for the entire machine economy, right? The plumbing is real. PEAQ handles the identity plus the wallet. Virtual supplies the agent brain. ACP handles the coordination. X402 settles on stablecoin on base. It's going to be, I think it's going to do it across any chain as well, right? Each piece already existed. Nobody had stitched them together to a physical robot paying for external services autonomously. That's the unlock, guys. As robotics start to become a bigger thing, you start to see how these three will work together. It's a crazy pillar, guys. We won't be invested into Unitree because it'll be way too high, right? But seeing them coming out and doing their IPO, people will probably take notice and see that they have been partnered with Virtuals through their Eastworld robotics division, and Virtuals is now partnered with PEAQ, and PEAQ is also going to have their PEAQ OS app for Unitree. So you can see the three connecting. This is huge, guys. And that's why I put out this tweet. Unitree IPO will be a big eye opener for robotics narrative. And if you didn't know, Virtuals is partnered with Unitree and PEAQ. Do with that information as you will. I'm even making a video on it. You do with that information as you will. If you continue to call PEAQ a scam, you will regret it in the long run. Because one, some of you guys don't have the patience to let things play out. Two, you guys let your emotions outweigh facts that is happening on chain as of right now. And three, this is the important part, the risk to reward on PEAQ as of right now has not been any better than it was before. If you was bullish on it up here, all right, and the price goes down and you're starting to see the whole robotics narrative take off and get more bullish, why aren't you bullish down here when they fixed the supply, right? It's cheaper now, and the whole narrative and everything is lining up. They have partnerships that they have shown, but you know what? I can't sell you on everything you don't want to be sold on. You guys do with the information as you will. PEAQ right now is sitting at a very favorable price. Same honestly goes for Virtuals as well, right? If you guys are not paying attention to this, you guys are missing out on a pretty decent, I think, 1-2 combo when it comes down to robotic. I think this is going to be, if you want to play the entire robotic stack in 2 plays, all you need is Virtuals and PEAQ, right? That's all you're going to need. Obviously there's other ones that you can play into. One of my favorite, Ex Machina, as robotics capital markets. You also got GeoNet, you also got Strike Robot, you got Codex, not to mention this is another thing you guys should be paying attention to, is what PEAQ and Codex is doing for their machine.fund. What is this, right? You guys should be doing the research as of right now. Matter of fact, you got me to help you do that research. You got also the HQ to help you as well. But that is the video for you guys. I want to know what you guys think about this. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on the road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll check you guys later. Peace.